Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 3 looks using one eyeshadow palette, specifically the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. If you guys haven't already seen my first impressions and review as well as a little tutorial, I will link that down below or right up here somewhere. And I just felt like I barely scratched the surface with doing just one look, so I gave you guys 3. I gave you lots of variety. The first look I'm going to show you is a classic smoky eye with lighter weight lashes. The second look is graphic liner with a little bit more of a smoke, and this third look is a cut crease with some pretty big lashes as well. If you guys are interested in seeing some looks that you can create with the new Subculture palette, then keep on watching. I'm beginning each one of these looks with primed eyes, and they're set nice and matte. Taking the color Dawn and using it as my transition shade, just keep in mind we're going to blur Roxy on a fluffy blending brush by Morphe. I'm going to be putting that all over the lid and blending into the crease, not going above our transition shade. Taking the shade All Star on my MAC 217, I'm going to buff that into the outer V of my eye and blend it out with a separate clean blending brush. With the shade Rowdy, I'm going to be placing that underneath my eye and I'm also taking that on the lid in the outer corner and blending that out as well. Taking a little bit of my Pixie Glow Mist, I'm just going to wet my pencil brush and dip into the shade Cube for my inner corner highlight. This look would be perfect with just mascara, but I'm going to be using the Morphe lashes in Rodeo. Starting off with that Dawn shade again, I'm just buffing that into my crease. Using the shade Untamed and buffing that underneath of my eye to create the winged out shape that I want to see throughout my makeup look. I'm then taking a clean 217 and blending that up and out to create that winged shape. Unfortunately, my camera cut out and I put on the color Edge all over the lid pretty much and blended into the transition shade a little bit, but you'll see in a second that I end up covering up a little bit of that anyway. Taking a little bit more of Untamed, I'm going to be buffing that underneath my eye in a more blown out smoky eye using a fluffy Morphe blending brush. With the shade Mercury, I'm going to add some depth into the outer corner and crease of my eye on the top of my lid. Now for liner, I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner as well as the Kat Von D Ink Liner. I really enjoy this combination. It just makes for the best and darkest wings. I took my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Liner in black and I coated my waterline and my tightline with it. I'm now adding a little bit more of edge with a clean pencil brush just to the inner corners of my eyes for a pop of that bright mustardy yellow. To complete the look, I'm going to be using the Crave lashes in the pair Red Velvet. For the final look, I am once again taking Dawn through my crease and buffing it out quite high into a blown out smoke. With the shade Destiny, I'm going to be using my Sigma E45 tapered blending brush once again, but a clean one, and buffing that into the area just above my crease, starting to create some depth. Taking a clean 217, I'm just going to blend that out. With a small Morphe pencil brush, I'm just going to take Axis and start packing that onto the outer corner and outer V basically of the top of my lid and blending it towards the center of my eye. I'm also taking that underneath of my eye, connecting it up to that winged out shadow. Using a 217 one more time, I'm going to blend out under my eye and just make sure all of my lines are seamless. Using my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the shade L1, I'm going to cut my crease using a short shader brush. Mine is from Morphe, but you can use whatever you've got. And I'm just creating a shape that goes slightly above my crease because if it weren't, I wouldn't be able to see it because I have hooded eyes. I then wet a separate short shader brush and picked up the shade Electric and pat a generous amount of that over top of where I put the concealer and patted some of the excess shadow out towards the middle of my eye. I then am taking my Dirty 217 with no excess product and buffing both of those shadows in together to create a smooth blend. Taking my Eco Tools angled brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of Axis and basically redefine my cut crease and follow that shape and buff that out with a separate blending brush. To complete the look, I've got my Black Magic lashes in the pair Noctura, and I'm just going to pop those on for a very dramatic look. So that completes the 3 looks with one palette, specifically the Subculture palette by Anastasia. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave down in the comments which out of the 3 looks is your favorite. Please don't forget to subscribe because I'd love to have you here, and check out my social media links down below for more updates. I will speak to you guys again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.